Hey Casey, do you ever watch a movie when you were a little kid that wasn't appropriate for your age?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like what?
Like this one weird little movie. It's called Ringing Bell.
Ringing Bell?
Ringing Bell or Cheerin's Bell.
Welcome to All Walks of Film, and today we're talking about fucked up children's movies that aren't appropriate for kids.
Starring animals.
Yep. And today's movie we're talking about Ringing Bell. So this movie starts out almost like a preschooler's movie. Like it starts out at like a really
Yeah, this
really young.
yeah, this little sheep is running around and he's like, I'm the happiest little sheep. I'm just so stupid and I don't know better.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run around and be silly.
Yeah.
It's worth noting that the company that made this movie made Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
It shows. It's that kind of style.
Yeah. And so like yeah, the movie starts out and it's all cheerful and stuff, and then
But the mama lamb is like super worried.
yeah, the
She's always super
lamb's
worried
worried
about it.
and like he's like, I just want to play and eat clover and hang out with bunnies and stuff like that. And
The mama lamb is just like, don't go too close to the fence or the wolf king will come and eat
Yeah.
you.
and then he
He
just
loves
goes
the taste of little lamb.
yeah. And then he just goes out and he like falls asleep all the time. Like he's just
Yeah.
like
He's supposed to have the energy of all the baby lambs put together, but all he does is sleep.
yeah, he's like, I'm sleepy.
I'm sleepy now, Mama. I just fell asleep. I didn't know better.
Yeah. So, at night, the wolf comes in and, kills some other sheep and kills his mom.
Well, here's the thing is the wolf comes into the sheep house and starts attacking the sheep, and all the sheep are freaking out and they're trying to run away.
Yeah.
Except for Sheeran, who is just like, huh? I'm sleepy. What's going on? I don't know what's happening. So he's being a dumbass.
Yeah.
And then,
Somehow he didn't hear the wolf.
yeah, somehow he has no idea that the wolf is attacking, even though it's happening right in front of his face.
Yeah, it's
So then the
kind of
mama,
pathetic.
yeah, so then the mama lamb covers Shirin and gets attacked and dies. And then the baby lamb comes up from under her and is like, oh, Mama, I told you the wolf wouldn't eat us. I told you he wouldn't like the taste of lamb. I'm happy he's gone because I want to go back to sleep. Like, how did you miss what just happened?
Yeah.
It right in front of your face.
Yeah.
And then eventually he realizes that his mom's dead, and they focus on him crying over his dead mother for just about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like about a minute and a half. Which for a movie that's 46 minutes long is a long time.
Yeah, no, they focus on that death for a long time.
Yeah. It's a little heart-wrenching. Surprisingly so.
Yeah.
I mean, if you thought Bambi was bad, at least Bambi, everyone's all stoic.
Yeah, but in this one, it's like, Mama! Mama! And they just like linger on Cheerin just having to deal with his mom being dead.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, for a 45-minute film, they spend a good amount of time on that one part.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So then, Sharon decides he's gonna go kill the wolf. Because
Yeah.
he's a tiny baby lamb and he can totally do that. So he goes into the wild and finds the Wolf King and says, I'm gonna kill you! Just like that, too.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna kill you, Mr. Wolf!
And then he tries to charge at the wolf, and he just falls down again. And the wolf's so bored that he doesn't care
Yeah.
at all.
He really doesn't.
Yeah, but then he starts to admire his perseverance.
Yeah, because Shirin decides after he can't kill the wolf, well, I'm gonna grow up and be a wolf, just like you.
Yeah, so...
I'm gonna be mean and strong and eat people.
Yeah, and
That's
so...
what I'm gonna do.
And
I'm
so
gonna
when he
grow
tries...
up.
And when he
Be a
tries to
wolf.
do this, he, like, goes out and he's, like, trying to... He's like, I'm gonna be a big bad wolf and all this stuff, and
And
he's...
then gophers kick his ass.
Yeah, the gophers are, like, laughing at his ass, and then he gets kicked by the fucking bulls.
Uh-huh.
And, then the skunk fucking squirts at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Basically, everything in the animal kingdom is better than this baby lamb.
Yeah,
This
and
baby
they're
lamb
all
is
just
stupid.
fucking laughing at him and stuff like that.
But then you have the other big pivotal moment of the story where Shirin sees a mama bird get attacked by a snake. And the snake kills the mama bird. But there's still a nest full of eggs. So Shirin tries to save the nest of eggs from the spider. And while he's... the snake. While he's fighting off the snake, Shirin knocks over the eggs and breaks all of them himself. And we spend another, 2 minutes on him crying over these eggs.
Yeah,
Oh
and that
my God,
and that
why
was
are the weak so helpless? We can't do anything to defend ourselves. This is why I want to be a wolf. I don't want to be one of those stupid sheep that couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and I gotta say, this part of the film is probably the darkest part. Like, not even his mom getting killed was as dark
No,
as...
the ending was the darkest part. I thought the ending was way darker.
Yeah.
But that moment actually was really smart.
Yeah.
Because he recognizes the weakness of all the sheep. And he doesn't want to be like that. Like, that's the first time he's not stupid. So the wolf sees him while he says this, and the wolf says that he's going to train him and teach him how to grow fangs. Even if they're the kind that you can't see.
Yeah, which is kind of a badass line.
It's a little cheesy.
It's
kind of cheesy.
This was from the creators of Hello Kitty, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to give them a free pass on that one.
Right.
And plus it was the 70s, so...
So then, basically, Shirin grows up into a ram, and he looks evil.
Yeah, he looks like a badass, and he's like going around like fucking shit up too.
Yeah, he is. He becomes destructive motherfucker.
And he has the type of
and he has a deep
horns,
voice now.
He has the type of horns that
just go straight out.
Yeah, they're like devil horns. They're not like typical ram horns. Even though there are rams that do have horns that kind of curve forward, that's not common.
Yeah. But Shirin is like this, and he has a deep voice now. Because he's a predator. Even though he's a sheep. Yeah. And so then, for the final test of the King Wolf's training, the King Wolf tells Shirin to go attack the sheep house that he was brought up in.
Yeah, and he's all set to do it, and then he goes in, and then he can't. Yeah,
he can't kill his own kind. And the wolf is not happy about that, and Shirin ends up killing the Wolf King.
Yeah.
He murders the Wolf King, who is his new parents. And all the sheep in the sheep house reject him. They don't want him around, so suddenly he's all alone in the big, vast universe. And that's the end of the story.
Yeah,
he disappeared.
He just exiles himself.
Yeah, he just disappeared into nothing.
Yeah.
The funny thing is even when he's grown up and he's a badass and he has deep voice and the horns, he still has the stupid bell on.
Yeah. Well, it's Chirin's bell. I mean, that's
Chirin's bell.
That's actually the
title, yeah.
Yeah, the reason for the title.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was dark. I messed up. I don't know what the moral was supposed to be.
I don't think there was a moral. I just think it was...
Like, it was interesting because it was different.
It might have been that nature is never friendly to people, but that's not really a moral.
Yeah.
It's... it's a little bit more profound than, like most 40-minute kids films.
Yeah. Like, that's why I kind of want there to be something to get out of it. Is because there is something deeper to it. I'm not quite sure what it is because I don't know what would have happened if Sharin decided that his mama was dead and he stayed in the sheep house. Like, nothing would have happened.
I think it's kind of like a warning of never get blinded by the path of vengeance. I think that might be the moral of the story. That
I mean, the scene where he breaks the eggs is actually really disturbing. You don't usually see, like, innocent main characters wreak destruction and death. Even by accident.
What I thought's really interesting about the film is it essentially is about a good sheep that turns bad. In fact, the plot line is very similar to the TV show Breaking Bad, where you have the little sheep that's little Walter White, and then you have the ram that's Heisenberg. And spoiler alert for Breaking Bad, so if you haven't seen it, please turn this off. But ultimately, in the end, before the final moment of the show, he goes into exile. So it's almost like the creators of the show had to have seen this movie.
Okay. You have your little fantasy. Your little Heisenberg fanfiction there. Of Sharon and tidy Walter Whiteys. Unless you want to picture Walter White, this big old balding man, frolicking around in fields going, hey, I just want to eat clovers. Mama, I just want to sleep.
I wasn't saying that
it was... I have cancer, so I'm tired.
I'm not saying that it was...
now.
I'm not saying that it's completely like it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Mama, I want to cook meth.
This is a film that if you're a parent, you probably shouldn't show your kid at like a really young age. I mean, it's fine if they're like,
it's meant for really young kids, though.
Yeah, which is like really fucked up. Because I can imagine being like a little kid and this movie just fucking scarring you.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it's dark.
I don't know. Yeah, like you said, I don't know, because like I like dark stuff, so...
I saw really dark stuff when I was young.
Yeah. So if you have any suggestions for films that we should cover that, A, are about furry animals, and B, are too fucked up to show children, please let us know.
An American Tail doesn't count.
No, like, a couple fucked up parts doesn't count as a fucked up kids movie.
Yeah,
like,
because Sharin is just... bleak.
Yeah,
his mom dies about 10 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, so The Land Before Time, that doesn't really fit the category. You know, even though there are a couple frightening scenes.
Our next one we do already have lined up is going to be Watership Down.
Yeah, so if you're following us, please watch Watership Down before we...
spoil everything.
Yeah, spoil everything. Or if you like listening to stuff that totally spoils things, that's okay, but we would encourage you to actually be part of the film watching community.
And to comment and respond. We respond and talk to people, so
yeah,
we
definitely
like discussion. Mama, we should have people leave comments for us so we can talk to people. I kind of like doing the Chirin voice because he's so stupid.
I'm so stupid and sleepy.
I'm just sleepy all the time, even though I'm really energetic. Oh well. He's just such a dope.
Thanks for listening. This has been All Walks of Film.